Hello, warm welcome from Dr. Pritesh Junagade. I am a hematologist and oncologist practicing in Mumbai and Nasik for the last 4 years. I did my hematology and oncology training from UK and I was there till 2008 and I spent 7 years learning this interesting field. Today I am here to tell you about a very common disease in our country called thalassemia. Well, those of you who have gone through this disease would know the seriousness, the problems we face in our day-to-day life when we have patient of thalassemia in our family. So why I am telling you about thalassemia today? It is not because the thalassemia patients are there, I need to tell them what to do. Most of them know what to do. But more importantly, I strongly believe that this is a preventable disease. There are very few diseases in the world which can be totally wiped out or prevented. Thalassemia is one of them. So let's see in next few minutes what we can learn about thalassemia and how we can prevent it. So what is thalassemia? It is a type of anemia, meaning when you have a thalassemia, your hemoglobin is low. Thalassemia is a Greek word, where you mean to say that the hemoglobin level is low because of some genetic problem when your red cells are being formed. Especially the hemoglobin which is there in the red cell is not proper, is faulty. And that's how you have low hemoglobin and you can get thalassemia. There are two types of thalassemia. One is called thalassemia minor or trait, another is thalassemia major or the disease thalassemia which we know of. Let's see what is thalassemia trait. You and me can have thalassemia trait, we won't know unless we test for it. Because people with thalassemia trait may not have any symptoms. Their hemoglobin might be low by just 1 gram or 2 grams and they might never know in their life they have thalassemia trait. And that's the problem in thalassemia. The other way around, the other spectrum, the other end is thalassemia major, where a boy or a girl, when they are born, when they reach age of 6 months, their hemoglobin is low, and since then they will need blood transfusion every month for survival. If they don't take blood or if they don't get blood, they will not survive this disease. So you can imagine the intensity of treatment involved in giving blood to a 6-month-old child and telling the parents that your child will need blood throughout his life. Just imagine what the parents may go through after learning this. I feel very bad when I tell this diagnosis to my patients, but then we realize that why do patients of thalassemia major are born in our country? We can totally prevent it, and we need a large social movement. And I am glad to say that we have started this, though on a small scale, by forming a Nasik Thalassemia Society under the aegis of Junagade Health Foundation, our charity wing of Lotus Hospital. Now, once you know thalassemia major and that it needs blood transfusion, there are many problems which are associated with blood transfusion. Giving blood is not enough. When you give blood, you give iron as well, because the red cells which are coming into your body will get some iron as well. And over a period of year or two, the iron starts depositing in various organs of your body. The commonest organs in which it is deposited is your heart. So people might get heart failure when they reach their early 20s. It can be deposited in your liver, causing liver damage. It can go to the pancreas, causing early diabetes. Or in some patients, it might go to the special parts of your brain which are useful for the growth, and people or children with thalassemia usually have growth retardation. So these are the problems of taking regular iron. Then there are many psychosocial problems which these patients get. Well, the problem of blood and the cost involved is huge. There are many blood banks which are giving blood free of cost to thalassemia patients today. So the treatment now for thalassemia major is regular blood transfusion. Next, I would like to tell you that there is a ray of hope for a long period of time now. And the curable thing in thalassemia major is a stem cell or a bone marrow transplant. You just change the entire blood or the immune system from a patient who is affected with thalassemia and give them stem cells or bone marrow cells from his or her brother or sister. Only a brother and a sister can be a suitable donor for stem cells. This is a very established therapy. Around 80 to 90% of patients, if transplanted early in their disease, will have a good quality of life and they will never require blood support for the rest of their life. In short, thalassemia major can be cured. Yes, it can be cured by bone marrow or stem cell transplant. There are many reasons. Many patients cannot afford a bone marrow transplant. They don't have a donor for a bone marrow transplant. In these patients, the only hope is regular blood transfusions. And especially when your iron levels in your body go up, you have to take special tablets or special injections to remove this excess iron from your body. And this is called iron chelation. If you do this regularly, along with regular blood transfusions, many of thalassemia major patients or children have good quality, normal lifespan. I have had many thalassemia patients who come to me, who go to college, who are married, who have children, who are doing well in their life. So, don't lose your confidence, don't be depressed, you can fight thalassemia. That's the message from me today. Now, few words while I end my talk about thalassemia prevention. My friends, those who are listening to me now, just remember, if you want to do some good things, thalassemia prevention is one thing you can do. And how to do that? Well, thalassemia is common in certain communities. You can target such communities, go to their places of worship and tell them, explain them, educate them about thalassemia. I think the most important thing of thalassemia prevention is education. We go to colleges, especially colleges where the girls are going to get married later on in a year or two. That is the population we need to target. Because when they get pregnant, they all have a routine test of hemoglobin. When the hemoglobin is low in your routine test, there are certain things which you can note in your routine blood test report, and we might suspect thalassemia trait or minor in that, and then you can go through that. There is a simple test called HB electrophoresis or HPLC, which is a very simple test to detect thalassemia. We can have education drives, we can go to colleges, test them for thalassemia. One test in your life is nothing, but is going to save you of thalassemia. Suppose you are diagnosed with thalassemia. You don't have any problems. You don't need to feel depressed when you have a thalassemia trait or a minor which is diagnosed. If you get married and your partner, whether it's husband or wife, they also have thalassemia trait, then there is a chance that 25% of your children will have thalassemia major. So ideally, both the partners should not have thalassemia trait or minor. And if you come to know whether they have thalassemia minor or no, before they get married or before they have children, we can completely prevent thalassemia in our society. Countries like Greece, Cyprus, Turkey, they have just totally eradicated thalassemia major from their countries because testing for thalassemia is mandatory in their country. You can't wed, you can't marry, you can't have children unless you go to thalassemia test. Well, the Indian population is huge, we can't test all the Indians, but if possible, targeted population should be diagnosed, counseled, taught about thalassemia. We all need to raise awareness about thalassemia. So, my friends, thalassemia major is a treatable disease by stem cell transplant, and we all should prevent thalassemia major children in our society, and for that we need to diagnose people who have thalassemia minor or trait. I hope you have listened and you have benefited from my talk. If you want any further information, you can visit our website which is there on your screen now, and I would love to answer your questions if any. Thank you. Bye bye.